Yeah, that's all been here.
Well, that's the,
That's what this one here is. Right Town Plaza. Ish. It's early in the morning. Leave me alone.
Does it feel like an art sign? Is that the sign? An art sign?
Yeah, like the Pleasanton
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Pleasanton side. I mean, that's.
I don't mean to be an arrogant asshole.
Is that what you had?
But you drink it, don't you?
It is some good stuff.
The city
The
hall.
town hall and the library and the swim center.
Well, I knew about all that, but
Okay,
I didn't
so
know
maybe
there
it's
was
not
going to be any
government.
government offices.
Yeah, town hall.
I heard that.
I
was
thought
town
that
hall.
I heard that as I thought that he meant like the community center where we can rent to have bingo. You know what I mean? I didn't take that as like we can do the whole Bellagio show.
You can do like a 4th of July, like blue and red.
And like Mickey Mouse fireworks things over everything. Yeah, no, we're not going overboard with this at all. They made we
I want the teams that are reporting out, select your spokesperson, and I want you to answer 3 questions. Which is your favorite and why? This should be your 5th sheet of paper. How did you rank the other 3? And then what refinements did you think would make your preferred concept even better? So really, we're just doing your last 3 questions. What is your favorite and why? How did you rank the other 3? And what refinements did you think would make your preferred
What he's
concept?
saying is
Okay, thank you.
that this one part between the two,
On concept 4.
yes, on concept 4,
Okay.
between these two park areas,
Uh-huh.
that it should be blocked off and pedestrian only.
Okay.
Just between that short area, because the other streets would allow for
Get the laser pointer.
Like the area of the, as it called, the Safeway shopping center to the grocery, what have you, with the, let's see.
we had a concern that other people have as well, that this area here is going to, you're going to have a lot of delivery trucks. So we want to keep delivery trucks off of there. I mean, it works for Livermore and Pleasanton, you know, with deliveries on Main Street. So I don't see this, it's going to be a huge issue. But it's more if there's a Safeway there, you've got deliveries going on all day long. You know, so that's kind of a problem. We wanted to create a river between the fountain and the park. So it's kind of a San Antonio style walkway where you've got walk paths on either side, benches, you've got bridges going across. So that it's a really great feature, and then you've got shops facing the river. Now we want to name it Beaver Creek. And so we want to have
Focal point, because it's so important for this downtown to be a draw for the area, not just Mountain House. We were thinking that, you know, taking the lead from Livermore, where they have wide sidewalks, or we could even make them wider here, and focus this as being a destination, like outdoor cafes, you know, would be the obvious thing, and have kind of a angled parking situation like Livermore, where you can actually drive through here and park, but still have the wide sidewalks on either side that, you know, kind of solve some of the concerns about you know, having plenty of room for people to walk and for there to be outdoor cafes.
So I'm going to ask Dave Sargent, who will be charged with sort of processing these plans through the various agencies, to just walk you through so you understand what has to happen and where we're going to need your assistance. Dave?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, thank you. I'm Dave Sargent. I work for Shea Homes, and I just wanted to walk you guys through what it takes to turn this whole thing up here into reality. And so basically, our next steps are, of course, as you guys have heard a couple times, to come back in January and February. And we're going to take all your input, and we'll bring back a more final plan. Still conceptual, but bring it back and make just one last check to make sure we're still going in the right direction. So that'll be late January, early February. From there, we'll have to work with the county and the Mountain House Community Services District to make sure that what we're proposing to do works with all their requirements. And that could take anywhere from depending on how different our plan ends up being from the existing approvals, maybe it's a couple months, but based on the nature of some of the changes, it could take as long as a year to work that through the entitlement process. We have to do a new tentative map, we have to do some revisions to the master plan. It could take up to a year to get that process done. And then from there, once we get our final approvals, we move right into doing the detailed improvement plans of how those streets are going to lay out, probably some of the buildings and all that. And that could be up to another year process. And then you go right into construction. So, it could be, the soonest we might see buildings out there might be 3 years away. Hard to say for sure, but that's kind of our best estimate right now. Through all that, there will be a parallel process. We'll come out of the last meeting in February. We'll have a pretty good concept of what we're going to have out here. And while we're working on all those entitlements and plans, we'll be going out to the retail community and trying to drum up interest in the community, try to get a grocer out here and let's find some good retailers to come. So we'll be working on getting them all on board so that they're all ready to move right in when we get the structures all built. So that's the process, and hopefully when the time comes, and some of this may have to go to the Planning Commission and Board of Supervisors for final approvals. So hopefully you guys can all come out to those meetings at that time and support the project. So thank you guys.
So, a couple of other thank yous to Sue and Rob, who've done a fabulous job for us again. Thank you all very much. Okay, before we leave you for first thing, any other questions? Yes, sir.
These plans and the new plans, are they all online?
No, not yet.
Can we put them online?
We probably are not going to put them online either. There's some reasons for that, but truthfully, I want the government, I want the public agencies to have the chance to look at them. They've only had a preliminary look before I go public with it. I'd like CSD and the county to have the time to look at them. That's the only reason. I've been counting. That's why. Any other questions? Plenty of food left over. Please take advantage of it. Take it home. Thank you all very much. We really appreciate it.